Well, Karen, welcome to the Claw Down.
Thank you.
And when you signed up for this competition, you came up with this dish specifically for this competition,
Yes.
or is this something on your?
Yeah.
It's
No,
not on your
no,
menu every
it's
day.
Not yet. Maybe next year.
So you think after this that you're going to have people knocking your door down asking for this particular dish?
I hope so.
Yes. And in terms of use of lobster, are you always this creative with lobster? Because this is quite a dish.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you like doing that for the creative aspect and the textures and the flavors. This is quite an adventurous dish.
It is. It's a bit scary, isn't it?
It is scary. I think that a number of years ago, if you tried to do this with lobster, you might have get beat up and run out of town. But I think things have changed, and I think you're right on the cutting edge here.
I hope so.
You hope so.
I hope so.
Excellent. Well, good luck at the competition
Thank you.
tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Good enough?
Good enough?
Okay, let's go.
It's Thai-infused lobster soup with mango, basil, coconut milk, lemongrass, ginger, Thai basil with a lobster dumpling.
This is definitely.
Chef Spencer, welcome to the Claw Down.
Oh, thank you.
You have a very interesting dish here. Why don't you tell us a little about where this idea came from? A panna cotta with lobster?
A panna cotta with lobster. Years ago, I had a white chocolate and lobster bisque, and I was trying to something unique that
Right.
people might have not thought about,
Right.
and that bisque came to mind, and I was like, okay, well, let's see if we can gel that, turn it into a panna cotta, and
Nice. And we have a little bit of an orange wedge in here. We have the. Why don't you tell us about a few of the ingredients in this beautiful looking
Okay.
dish as well?
we have a fennel compote. It's a fennel poached with vanilla bean and orange juice, a little white wine, then just a fresh orange that cuts through all the richness. We've got the richness of the
Acid,
custard.
fats, balance, right?
So balance that out. And for color, a little more flavor, and tarragon always goes well with lobster. So
Yeah.
we just have a little tarragon puree, gives it a nice bright color.
Looks a beautiful
Balances the
dish.
flavor out.
And really stepping out. You're trying to make an impression here and to do something different other than traditional foods. Is that what
Right,
you're trying
exactly. We're trying to think outside the box a little.
to do? There's a box?
There's a box.
There is a box. Okay. Well, now that I know there's one, we'll try to think outside of it. But doing this kind of thing really shows the versatility of this very local product, don't you think?
Oh, definitely.
And is this something you'll have on your menu?
No, probably not at the Fisherman's Wharf,
Yeah, okay.
but for special functions like this, it's
Right.
great to
Right.
play around and do something people haven't seen before.
So if these 400 people showed up like tomorrow and said, "Can we get that?" Are you prepared?
I'm not.
You're not prepared? So give you a couple days notice,
Give me a
right?
couple days
Well,
and we
thank
can
you
put
so
that
much for
together.
participating in the Claw Down.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank you
Knock
very
it dead.
much.
Thank you. Fiona, welcome to the Claw Down. Here you are again, competing for the lobster competition, with hopefully going to the Harvest on the Harbor and the Lobster Chef competition this year.
We would hope so.
Yeah, well, let's make that one happen.
Right.
Your dish here looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Would you please describe it, what you have here?
So it's a savory pastry filled with a Maine lobster mousse, topped with Maine lobster, a fennel crystals, and then this is a crisp with cornmeal on it with tarragon oil.
Oh, just beautiful here, and the little microgreens in
Yeah.
here. So the question everybody's going to ask, as I was talking before,
Right.
how did you get a mousse in there?
I'm sorry.
Oh, this is a
I-
culinary
yeah,
term.
yeah.
Oh, just stupid me.
You tricked me.
Okay, we thought it was a moose in here or deer or something,
You'd
but a
think
beautiful thing.
It looks like a little antler anyways.
It does look like an antler. I
Yeah.
was thought you're relating to that whole moose thing.
No, I realized when I tested it the other day that it did look like an antler. They were coming out like this.
So you just came up with this dish for this competition?
Yes.
So you actually tested it the other day. You didn't put years and years of experience in this. You
No.
tested it today and you said, I got it and I'm going
Right.
for it.
And then I just took my first bite, so it all goes well
It
together.
goes well together.
Yeah.
So you create the stuff in your head and then it's almost like you can map it out in your head before
Right.
you even start, right?
Right, it's all about the flavors,
Yeah.
and how things are going to pair, and the crunchiness, the sweetness, the butteriness. So
Oh, nice.
kind of,
And using lobster, which is maybe the local product around here. Everybody's talking about local this, local that,
Right.
and lobster is like as local as it gets because
does.
it's like right over there.
Yes.
They're fishing them out.
exactly.
And you use a lot of lobster in the restaurant?
We do. We do a lobster bake twice a week. Roughly, I would say 300 pounds of lobster a week.
Oh, so you're a good consumer of lobster and
We are.
supporting our local industry, which
Of course.
feeds us all.
It does.
And,
It does.
and is lobster winning these competitions or being participating in, we're helping all of our local economies, whether it's the lobstermen directly or the things they buy, or they come to our restaurants and eat the product.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for coming
Thank
today.
you.
Enjoy the competition
Yes.
and knock them dead.
Yes,
All right,
we will.
excellent.
Don't
Thank
worry.
you. Roger, great to have you here.
Thank
you have
you.
a very interesting looking dish.
Appreciate having me here. Appreciate being here.
Yeah, at the Claw Down, and with the opportunity to win this and go compete in Portland at the Harvest on the Harbor.
There's a lot of great chefs out here, so we're happy to be contributing. Yes.
What a group of people here that are doing this after a long, hard season, coming here and celebrating yourself, celebrating a great local product. And tell us what a beggar's pouch is so we understand what that
Well,
is.
you know, this is a Maine beggar's pouch. So, in the tradition of a Maine beggar's pouch, we would have lobster meat in it, cremini mushroom excel, sweated down with shallots and sherry and brandy, and all that goodness is put together, and with a little Asiago cheese and a lobster cream sauce.
A lobster cream sauce.
Yeah.
And the color in this is from the lobsters and
All the
paprika,
bodies.
all the bodies.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very
Yes,
nice.
absolutely.
And it looks like a really nice dish that you can just pick up and chow it without having to figure out how to take it apart.
It's a bite. It's
It's a
supposed
bite,
to.
and you're doing the bites.
Yeah, that's right.
So in your restaurant, do you use a lot of lobster? Is this something you're using a lot of?
Tremendous. We try to create a lot of lobster dishes just to promote and to support our Maine lobstermen.
Right.
And this is where everyone comes to have lobster, so we sell it so many ways.
It's what the public wants, and then you can put your personal twist on it. Very unusual. dish.
Absolutely, absolutely. Happy to be here and trying out something new and different.
So is this on the menu?
No, it's not on the menu, but if we win, it might be. it's just a creative twist on lobster to meet the requirements.
So you spent hours and hours and years coming up with this dish. But really, did you just think of it like the day before yesterday and say, okay, it's good, I'm going with it?
Let's say at least a couple weeks ago when
Okay.
you asked us to be creative and find something. Yes.
Very nice. It's a great table here. It's looking
Thank you.
good.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on just being part of this, and to every chef that's here.
Yes,
And also
I
all
agree.
of our assistants. We should say something about them
Absolutely,
too.
absolutely. Happy
And
to
the
be part of
cameraman
it.
maybe too.
Well, Bonnie here from Tugboat Inn. She's the general manager there.
Hey, Bonnie.
And so I'm working in conjunction with her to put this together, and all the Lafayette hotels that are competing here today. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time,
Pleasure.
and thanks for being here. And good luck.
Thank you
Maybe
very
I'll
much.
see you in Portland.
We'll look forward to it.
Okay,
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you much.
Well, chef, you got a very interesting dish here. You're trying to give people raw lobster.
Raw, not so much. It's definitely cured, but was poached first, just to finish the cooking process with the citrus juices. It should be a tasty bite.
It looks really pretty here. You got your microgreens on there. Looks like you have some shaved cabbage. Really nice. The idea of the citrus, the mango.
Yeah, I'm actually dedicating this particular dish to the late and great Matthew Haley, who I've kind of learned this technique from. He actually just won the James Beard 2014 Humanitarian Award, and he passed away not too long ago.
Sorry to hear that.
He's a great chef of mine, and so that's where I've come up with this dish, and I'm dedicating this and my placement in the claw down to Matthew Haley.
Very nice.
wanna take
What a
this
tribute.
Yeah,
Yeah, what a tribute.
looking forward to it.
And what you got here is something that's a little bit out of the ordinary. We're looking at crunch. We're looking at great textures. And is this something that you find a demand for at the restaurant?
We do a similar tostada on our menu at the restaurant, but this one will definitely be on the menu now.
Right.
So when people see this dish here, they can come to the restaurant and order it. We plan on kind of doing a lot of them.
Yes. And do you have a website for the restaurant?
We do. It's www.boothbayharborcountryclub.com.
That seems to be pretty easy to remember.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Pretty
not,
much.
not like a strange name. And when we talk about local foods, what we have here is lobster, which is the local food.
Is the local
And has
food.
been for centuries, since the 1600s, really.
Generations. Completely.
And you find that your patrons are really up for these kind of adventurous, non-boiled, non-cream sauced,
I think that-
something different for lobster.
Yeah, I think the general public in Maine, anyways, people are looking to get something different when it comes to lobster dishes, not your ordinary. A lot of people are have gotten sick of lobster and they want to see it done in different ways.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah, it's
what we're
it's
trying
tough
to
to
do.
sell people lobster boiled when they can do that at home if you live here. So you got to
Exactly.
give them something they can't get at home.
Exactly.
That's a good way to do stuff. Give them something they can't get at home.
completely.
There you go. Well, thank you for your time and
you.
good luck at the competition. Maybe
Happy
I'll
to
see
be
you in
here.
Portland.
You will. Thanks.
Chef Micah, welcome to the Clawdown. I understand that you're familiar with this little soiree that we're having this evening.
Yeah, it's my third one.
Your third one. I understand you won the first one.
Yeah, I did.
And the dish you won the first one with, does it have any relation to this since you know it's a proven winner?
No, I thought about doing the same one, but I figured, no, do something different.
And it looks like from your menu I see here, you do serve some lobster dishes on their menu.
Oh, yeah.
Is this happen to be one of the ones you're going to be doing or on the menu currently?
No, it's not. It's just something I came up with a few days ago.
Right. So the exhaustive research and and considerate of the dish. And I think that's endemic with a lot of us as chefs, that the inspiration, you get it, you execute it right away, and you have something great right out of the box.
Think about it too much, you're going to mess it up.
That is a good point. Overthinking, which I think this often does happen with us too.
Yeah.
But a nice local product, you're right in the area here, and you get a chance to hang out with all your pals or your enemies or whatever the case may be, or former employers and
I don't have
employees.
any enemies.
There you go. Well, that's great for the trade. So today, we're going to try to eat this. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you got here? The tarragon oil, you got some beautiful stuff on this plate.
I've got the Crostini's herb and fresh herbs out of our garden and behind the restaurant. And just ground up some tarragon with some oil, and the lobster sauce is made from the bodies from lobsters that we picked.
Right. So you're using the whole animal.
Yeah.
You're not just throwing those bodies carelessly away. You're making some fumet, some lobster stocks, whatever you want to call that.
Yep.
And you're getting tarragon from your own garden.
Yep.
This is really a local dish. You have your own tarragon.
Oh, yeah. Everything is grown
The
right.
lobsters from like over there.
Yeah.
And it's funny that people think, oh, local food is vegetables or this or that, and they don't think that lobster is a totally local here, and maybe what Maine is known for. Well, it was on the license plates for a while. They got to pay for that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But you find that your customers and your seasonal customers are really looking for different things with lobster too.
Yeah.
You have your traditionals.
We have our traditionals, and then we'll run specials with it.
Right, great. So I've been asking some of the other chefs that if the 400 people that were here today show up at your place tomorrow and want this, are you going to be able to do it for them? The question is
That's
answered.
a good question.
Well, Chef Micah. We'll get the crostinis. But Chef Micah, thank you so much for coming and participating, and hopefully I'll see you in Portland at the next competition.
Maybe.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, Chef, you have a very interesting dish with a very dramatic presentation.
Yeah.
You're really stepping out here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
So tell me about your inspiration to do a tartare with this particular dish.
The inspiration is actually from my family. My daughters are 3 and 5. So whenever we have lobster, it's, before I have any bites, I have to chop theirs up for them because of the texture.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that's part of it.
Okay.
And then we also do a tuna tartare at the restaurant. So
okay.
I kind of just playing around with the ideas. It's what I fell in love with, and that's what I went with this year.
So in terms of a classically tartare, it's typically a raw dish with egg yolk or whatever. Is this one a raw dish, or did you poach it first?
No, it's cooked lobster meat. Yeah.
Because I was wondering about the kids eating the raw lobster.
Yeah.
That's a textural challenge if I ever heard one, you know?
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful dish, and you're sending this dish presented in this way back to our judges today, huh?
Yeah.
I think they're going to have a great time doing it. So tell me about some of the ingredients on your dish here, because I saw you have the tartare, you have some little microgreens here. What else you got on this dish?
Well, the sauce is black garlic mustard. Have you heard of black garlic at all? I'm sure you have.
No, I have not heard of black garlic. Obviously, it has a color component to it.
Yep, it's regular garlic that they slowly caramelize for like 10 days, 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Until it turns black, but the flavor changes to sweet, almost like balsamic-y type flavor.
Oh, nice. So you get all those starches turn into those heavy-duty sugars with that slow cooking sauce.
Yep. But I combine that with some spicy Dijon, so you get the sweetness from the garlic with that spicy Dijon. It complements it really nice. And then I also have, I don't know if you can see there in the front, pickled mustard seed.
Oh, nice.
Which add that texture, almost like popping with a caviar type.
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Yeah, the mustard seeds, when you get them, get that little bite in there. That's very nice. You could call it like a mustard caviar or something like that. Make it fabulous. So what are your hopes for this evening?
Well, I'm hoping to have a great time like I did last year. Going home at winter would be lovely.
That's the goal, isn't it?
But just having people enjoy my food is basically what I'm hoping.
And does your restaurant have a website that people could look at when they're looking at this?
Thistleinn.com.
Thistleinn.com. That's pretty easy. I think everybody can follow that one. Beautiful dish. You have some beautiful nasturtium flowers here. We have just a really gorgeous presentation. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope I'll see you in Portland at the competition, because I'll be there for that one as well.
I hope so.
I was a winner in 2012 to 13. It's a great event, and what you got going on here is awesome. Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, Todd, here we are at the Clawdown. We saw you here last year with a great dish. It was actually one of my favorites as a judge.
Awesome.
And this year, because I think of some of those things, there's going to be a chef's choice. So your peers are going to be able to choose, one of a winner for that particular thing as well.
All right.
So tell us a little about your dish tonight.
Well, it's fairly similar to last year. We got lobster, cream cheese, some horseradish on a bread here. It's comparable to last year, and we like to stick with the lobster. That's what we do. We're in the lobster restaurant, seafood business, and we're kind of sticking with the lobster.
And go
theme
simple.
again.
Go simple.
Simple.
Go
and-
direct.
Right.
Give it the flavor. Don't mess
Got
with it.
Right.
So we have all these flowers and this lettuce and stuff here. You're doing this for the competition to try to impress the
Yeah,
judges
we're
here.
trying to show off a little
Trying to
bit.
show off a little bit? Yeah, you got to do that a little bit. Got to step out
Give
here.
them a little run for their money.
That's it.
Right?
That's it. And so when you're serving this in the restaurant, do you do something like this in your
Well,
restaurant as well?
Not quite that fancy. We're a little more plain Jane. but
Yeah. Okay. And you find that you're still doing great here. Season's
doing
still
good.
going
Had a
on.
good season.
And we're
good
here, and you
summer.
get to see all of your pals here. Isn't this just
Exactly.
wild?
Yeah, it's all my neighbors.
Yep,
Yeah.
all your neighbors,
Right.
ex-employees, old
Right.
friends,
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
stuff. You
got
get
it.
to see
Yeah.
everybody.
Just the nail right on the head.
Well, I think it's a great thing, and so thank you for coming here. And the stuffed animals, I don't know if we can get a shot of the stuffed animals over here on top. What's with the stuffed animals? I mean, they had a lobster mousse down there.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with that?
Well, we sell these in a gift shop.
Oh, I
for
see.
theme of Maine also. You got the puffins
Right,
and the whales.
nice. And you have a Facebook page or a
We do.
website
We
that
do.
people can look you up?
Facebook, all that.
Excellent. How
Yeah.
about that? So you can check them out online, check them out on Facebook, but you can check them out at the Clawdown here or next year, I hope, huh?
I hope we're back again.
All right, if we're all healthy and well, we'll be here next year. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you in Portland, maybe.
All
huh?
right. I hope so.
Rock it out. Well, welcome to the Clawdown. Here we are with a beautiful dish. We have Matt and Chef here for this beautiful event tonight on a beautiful sunny day out here. Tell us a little bit about the dish we're doing here tonight.
Yeah, so tonight Chef Rob has prepared something spectacular. I mean, this is really something to look at, something to taste. Layers upon layer of flavor. You start with this beautiful smoky lobster roe phyllo cup, and after that, a traditional German Bavarian cream with lavender and corn crema. You top that with the fresh picked Maine lobster meat and a chervil salad. Finally, to finish, there is a beautiful traditional porcini aspic confetti right on top. I mean, it's really something else.
Beautiful thing, and a lot of ingredients. This is not. This was a very complicated dish to put together here. Really admirable. I think you're shooting for the star. You're shooting high here, aren't you?
I was trying. 11 hours.
So, Chef, do we serve this particular dish that you're exhibiting tonight at the Yacht Club?
At the Yacht Club, not this particular dish, but I do strive to make something as similar and as technical as I can. I mean, with the limited time that we have in the kitchen there.
I see. And so it's like you're doing art in a hurry.
Art in a hurry, you got
Art in
it.
a hurry, that's it. Let's do art, but I need it now. And so, have you competed before in the lobster clawdown here?
I have not.
This is the first time, huh?
First time to Maine, actually.
Your first time to Maine. So if you win this, then you get to compete for the Lobster Chef of Maine, which is a big title in the state.
That's what I hear.
So you get another award. There you go.
Yeah,
It's
there
nice
we
to
go.
have those in your pocket.
That's right.
So when we're doing this one, the judges shortly are going to be doing this. And if you were one of the judges, what would you want them to be thinking when they bite this dish? Besides winning.
Just lobster taste all around. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to encompass all different angles of the lobster meat and just trying to keep it as subtle and yet as out there as possible.
And I saw lobster roe in here too. Was this?
I used a lobster roll butter to make the phyllo.
Oh, very
lobster
nice.
butter.
Oh, nice. What a nice technique. So you're making your own phyllo?
Yes, I did.
You are
8
absolutely
layers
out of
deep.
your mind making phyllo.
11 hours the other day just for the cups.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
sir.
And your hand stretching that over?
Oh, I didn't make the actual dough.
Okay,
I
okay.
cheated a little there.
Okay, I was thinking like that is a real nuts. It's like making strudel doughs. But at any rate, we have a beautiful plate, and this is on a signature plate from the Rock Club. This is your chargers you use on the tables?
That's
Is it
correct. This
similar?
is the Yacht Club Burgee right here.
Yep.
Rings nice and true to the top of every boat you'll see of our members, and we fly it very proudly from the marina.
And do you have a tattoo of one of those somewhere? on your
No,
body?
no,
I'm
we
asking.
just really love our jobs.
Yeah, okay, there you go. There might be in the next your next review with the management to have a tattoo of the flag put somewhere on your body. If you win, maybe, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll talk about that one. Well, thanks for competing, and the best of luck, and maybe I'll see you guys in Portland because I'll be doing that event too at the Harvest on the Harbor, the Maine Lobster Chef of the Year. Come there and see that one too, and thank you guys again.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck today. Good luck
Thank you.
today. Thank you, Matt. Well, Chef, here we are at the Clawdown. You have a very beautiful dish here. You trying to blow these judges away?
We're trying, sure. That's the name of the game.
And this, it says mac and cheese, but I don't see the craft label on here anywhere.
We put a little spin on it, that Kraft hasn't done yet. It's crispy fried lobster Gruyere mac and cheese. We're serving it with Sharon sauce, and we were going to do a tomato concasse, but it took away from the lobster. I'm really going for heavy lobster flavor.
Right.
This brown sauce is what we're calling lobster demi. It's 20 gallons of lobster bodies boiled down and reduced to that right there.
So that, and you got that intensity of the pigment in the color too?
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
We got some local edibles, with popcorn sprouts and fire sticks and some pea shoots. So
Oh, very nice.
we like it.
So we have local, all kinds of things going on.
Everything
here.
local, yep.
Everything local going on here. Did they make the plates in Maine?
Oh,
no,
no.
China.
Ralph
That's
wouldn't let me
crazy.
do that.
Okay, very nice. A beautiful dish. And this is your second time competing.
Second time.
And I didn't see you here last year.
Yeah, we had a little injury. We couldn't make it, so we're here this year.
Oh, you're here and you're ready to take it back, from
Ready.
what I understand.
We want
Is that
it.
what we're trying to do here? Well, we have a beautiful dish. It looks like the mac and cheese, like you cubed it and then breaded it and deep fried
It's
it.
a half moon, yeah. It's all about the crisp of the outside and the richness and almost the gooiness in the middle. So I hope it pops almost like creme brulee.
So, oh wait, I can't do this. The judges need to do this first before I get my bite. Is that it? So I think our patrons here and the people attending the Clawdown are really going to have a treat with this. Like,
I hope so.
Something traditional that you can relate to with a very interesting twist.
And a huge lobster flavor.
And a huge lobster flavor. Honest lobster flavor. That's what we got right here from Chef. Congratulations for just participating, and thank you for participating. And maybe I'll see you in Portland.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Chef Devin, here you are at the Clawdown with a gorgeous dish, many ingredients, a ton of equipment around here. It's looking good. You're going all out, aren't you?
We are. We're trying.
Yeah, so well, there's do or not do. There is no try, so said Yoda. But let's check this one out here. So tell us what we have on this beautiful dish. We have sauce, we have, looks like corn, some roasted corn in there. What do we got going on?
We have a twice baked red potato with a chive creme fraiche and a roasted tomato lobster sauce.
Oh, very nice. So you roasted tomatoes and a lobster sauce, so you use the bodies from the lobsters.
Yep.
So you're not wasting any of the
Nope.
precious flavor at that price per pound. And you're getting all the value out of it. Very nice. And you've competed before in this competition?
This is my first time.
Your
Last
first
year I
time?
came with Ralph Smith, the owner of the restaurant.
Okay. So are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit nervous?
Yeah.
But I think once these go out to the judges and you have the folks coming in here, it's just business as usual. And then what happens, what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna go for it.
So are you comfortable with taking on the all the Portland chefs if you win this thing and go to Lobster
That'd be
Chef
an
thing?
awesome experience.
Yeah, I think bringing this notoriety to your town, all these great chefs and all these great people in your communities all coming here to see you guys at the end of a long season that you've knocked it out. You must feel very proud of yourself, your crew, and your peers here, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
Look at that dish. But I can't bite this one because it's for the judges. Chef McClellan, welcome to the Clawdown. Here you are again with some beautiful dishes. Hoping to win the competition tonight, or are you just here to show? Are you here to, what are you here for?
I'm very competitive.
You are competitive?
I'm here to win.
You're here to win. I heard that there's nothing like winning.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I think that should be the thing. So tell us about this beautiful dish. You know, when I saw your dish earlier, and we talked just a little bit earlier, there's edible spoons. Tell us about the edible spoons briefly, and then about your dish a little more expansively.
Okay, these edible spoons are made by a person in Boston called Jack. His company is Edibles by Jack. He makes a wide variety of edible spoon flavors. And when I thought about doing this competition and it being one bite, I said, what better way to present one bite than on something that you could eat?
Well, I think that's a great idea, but you don't want to confuse the edible spoons with the non-edible spoons. Otherwise, it's time to see the orthodontist.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking. So when the judges go in, is there going to have some directions, like the spoon on the top is the one to eat? I think they're going to be able to figure that out.
Hopefully they will.
Yeah, I think so. It's a beautiful dish. So tell us a little bit about what you have in the dish here.
Okay, well, my inspiration, and I've done a lot of competition. Maine Lobster Chef in 2008, then the Great American Seafood Cook-Off in New Orleans for 4 years. And I always operate sort of within the parameters of traditional Maine, New England flavors.
Okay.
This time I thought, one bite, what would really kind of wow the palate? What would be memorable in one bite? So I chose the edible spoon, coconut curry.
Yeah.
It's a yellow curry which is ginger based and is milder than the red and green.
Right.
And then went with kind of a French Vietnamese flavor blend of of course, the coconut milk, the coconut cream that comes off the top.
Right, right.
The curry, the yellow curry, and then I poached the raw lobster claws in that with butter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you're adding several layers of flavor and different fats
Yep.
too, not just your traditional
Exactly.
Maine, which would be the butter, or traditional Southeast Asian, which would be the coconut fats.
Yep.
You're really kicking it out here and using a milder curry rather than the red or green, like the massaman or whatever one you're
Yep.
going to use in this one. Really a nice kind of dish. So you have some non-flavored fish sauce in there too to give it a little bite?
No,
You just-
absolutely not. The way I started the dish was, of course, to saute the curry in the butter, and then what they call break or crack the coconut. I put the cream in, made an emulsion with that, then added the milk. I put some little bit of lemongrass, a little bit of kaffir lime leaves in.
These are all available locally. They're growing the kaffir lime leaves right here in Boothbay, right?
Oh,
and the
absolutely.
coconuts. I saw the coconut
Yeah.
palms right outside
Yeah.
the door here.
I squeezed them, got my milk out.
But really, you know, you're highlighting a local product and using worldwide ingredients to really highlight a local product here. And that's really what all these chefs are doing here, and you in particular, are bringing this into a world cuisine. And one of the markets, I think, for the Great Lobster is really the world.
It is.
And as
It
we can show
absolutely
people
is.
that we can do, that they translate into not just Western cuisines, but also Asian cuisines or wherever you happen to be, then I think that's going to help our industry, helps us directly and indirectly right here.
And China is actually one of the biggest buyers of Maine lobster
There
in
you
the
go.
world. And they do lots of things with it that we don't dare to do yet.
Well, maybe we could take a few lessons from them, and obviously we can take some lessons from you. So great luck on this. Maybe I'll see you in Portland.
Okay, good,
And,
maybe,
knock it out.
Thank you.
Yes, we both were Maine lobster chefs, myself in 2012, 2008, and she's going back for a second title. Well, we're here with the chef from The World Is Mine Oyster sushi version, and we have some beautiful plates right here. Chef, what an arrangement here.
Yes, I really interesting about the lobster and proud of the Maine state, and then so I like to do this competition.
So we have this competition, and tell us a little bit about this wonderful dish, and then I might ask you about all the accompaniments, but we have to get right to the dish. What are we serving to our judges today?
Just I have especially I want to say is the rice is very good for the greatest carb for the human body, strong good for energy. So I make by rice and lentils. It's healthy for your body too. Lentils, rice, and raisin, butter, coconut milk, and then I cook it all together. And a little bit cilantro for the cut through your chili taste, and the lobster claw, and on top great chili sauce I make by my own.
Oh, nice.
And then shallot fry, gluten free, and everything is perfect taste for me.
Well, I think you're hitting everything. You have the vegetarians covered.
Yeah,
you have the
protein,
gluten-free.
vegetable, carb, everything
You have it right in
combination
there.
and together.
Really beautiful, and a beautiful dish too. So is this your first time competing?
No,
here?
this is second year.
Second time. So what did you learn the first time that you decided to do different for the second time?
Because I knew the lobster should be more taste than any other, presentation. So I changed my competition style.
Right.
Yes. Last year I made by lobster roll with the rice and then sushi roll.
Right.
So that is not just get through lobster taste. I believe that.
Right.
So this year I tried it the best way how I can.
You're really highlighting it here, and I don't know if we get a shots of the mirror with the state of Maine with the
I proud
lobsters
for
on
the
it.
Maine state and then lobster from the Maine. So
Yeah.
I really like to people let you know by lobster and the Maine state.
It is quite beautiful.
Yes.
And so if you win this one or get in the placing, you're going to be in Portland
Portland,
competing against the big dogs in
Yes.
Portland. You ready
Yes,
for that
I'm
one?
ready already dish, I choose it.
Yeah,
if
you
I
know.
win. I'm not saying I'm not gonna win, but if I win, I have to be ready for dish. So I have 2-3 dish already.
Oh, you
Stand
have
by.
other ones, so you're not
Yeah.
going to bring this one back. You might
No,
round
no,
with
it's-
something else.
No, I have already different
Oh,
flavor.
nice.
I'm upgrading. I'm not only do sushi. I do all the chef doing
Oh,
stuff.
okay. So you're the multi-purpose
Yes,
guy, because usually those are separate disciplines.
Yeah.
So you have your chefs, you have your sushi knives, and you have your
Everything,
French
yes,
knives on
yeah.
the other side of the
Yes,
room.
yeah.
What a beautiful dish. And I certainly wish you the best. Your crew, I'm sure, is behind you. Your owners are behind you for this one.
Yes.
And I hope to see you in Portland at the Lobster Chef competition
Thank
at the
you.
Harvest
I
on the
wish
Harbor
you
of 2014.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for
Very
your
nice
time.
Thank you.
We're here at Chef Eric from the Tugs Pub, looking at a beautiful dish, and this guy is pushing the limits here. He's putting pork with lobster. Tell us about that a little bit here.
I just decided to put together some of my favorite flavors. Pork and cream cheese and lobster, Parmesan, balsamic orange, glaze, and just, I don't know.
So there
Seems
you go.
like a natural. Yeah.
There it is, a natural.
Yeah.
You know, there is
I hope
those classic things like Portuguese, the chorizo with the seafood.
Right.
You know, there is those classical precedents. So I think you borrowed from that one. Should we just say that?
Probably, sure.
Yeah,
Why
so I
not?
would say that one.
Why not?
But then again, pork belly being, you know, bacon without the smoke, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
Is a fairly mild flavor when you're dealing with it without the smoke.
It is, and I didn't want the smoke to distract from the lobster flavor.
Right.
But to have the pork belly on there just seemed to be something I wanted to do.
Well, I mean, more fat.
Well, yeah.
I mean, let's go.
Yeah, fat is flavor.
Fat
so,
is flavor.
yeah. Definitely.
Love the fat, more fat. And so you have a beautiful thing. You have a little Parmesan time crisp on this.
Yep.
And we have the lobster. Tell us about the construction of this dish, and are you ready to make 400 of these tomorrow for everybody that's going to come to the restaurant?
Yeah, right. I cooked off the pork belly, and then I've got a lobster cream cheese base to hold everything together. A big piece of lobster, and then the lobster frico, or crisp, kind of standing up against it.
Right.
Just to add more saltiness and add more flavor and crispiness.
And more fat in the cheese,
And
too.
more fat in the cheese, definitely.
Okay,
Can't go wrong with that.
Okay, so we're doing... this is actually, when you look at this and you think, we're talking about fat and thinking that it's not healthy, this is actually a very healthy dish because lobster is actually really good for you.
It is.
And you have all the flavor, and you're using components. You use a little of this, a little of that.
Exactly.
Which is a traditional kind of peasant way of making food. You don't usually get like the big hunk of steak, you get components.
Right. Yeah, a little bit.
And really well thought out. The plates look beautiful.
Thank you.
So what are your hopes for this evening?
I hope to have fun. That's all. Yeah.
What about that winning thing?
I'm not going to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know, there's always next year if it doesn't happen this year.
Right.
If it happens this year, then I'll be happy, but I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, there you go. That's the good attitude. You're
Yeah.
ready. You're ready here. Have fun with your friends, your peers, the
Exactly.
great community you live in.
Exactly.
This is pretty unique. This kind of thing going on here. I don't see
It
too
is.
many of these kind of things.
No. This is my first time, and it's fun. It's fun.
Oh, it's your first time?
It's my first time. Yeah.
Okay, go hug everybody because it's your first time.
Yeah, right.
This is great. We have Chef Eric, Tugs Pub. Beautiful dish right here. Lots of good flavors in here. Pork belly, lobster, cheese. How can you miss? Looks like a winner.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, here we are at the Boothbay Clawdown with Chef McClellan, owner and chef of Capers right here in Boothbay. She's done a beautiful dish. So what do you have to say about this event here today?
Well, I'm excited. My husband's a lobsterman, so this means a lot to our family.
Oh, yeah.
It's exciting to promote lobster, and I think I have a pretty good dish.
I think you have something that's beautiful. I think the use of the corn in there, very nice thing, another local piece and very seasonal for this time of year. And I have to say, when I won the Lobster Chef at a competition, Lobster Chef of the Year, there was corn in mine too, so maybe it's a lucky charm. Who knows?
Perfect. I hope
Who
so.
knows? A beautiful dish. And so you're one of there's several people here that are chef owners, but it is a special thing to be here, have it be your livelihood, your passion, all of those things. And you mentioned your husband is also a lobsterman. So anything we do here is promoting lobster,
It's
promoting his
terrific.
business, promoting our business.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is that when people buy lobster from wherever, it trickles down to all of us
It
that
does
live in the
trickle
state.
down.
When you look at
Absolutely.
the amount of money that her husband and his family brings in and to the state, and how many times that dollar circulates in the local economy, it's huge. It's huge.
I also think this is a nice way to show people that there are other ways to use lobster besides boiling it.
Oh yeah.
And I think it will give people a creative edge and make them think about it next time they buy lobster.
And so tell us about what was your concept for this dish? What were you trying to say with this? Except, but I want to win this damn competition.
That's what I want
Okay,
to say.
that's what you want to say. Okay.
It's a champagne Bellini pancake with lobster and roasted corn in a tarragon and orange vinaigrette.
Oh, beautiful.
With microgreens.
Oh, nice.
On top. So it's a nice little combination. I didn't want to, don't muck up the lobster. Taste
Right.
the lobster.
So you're giving a lot of different kind of textures here too.
Right.
You have the soft blini, like crepe kind of pancaking
Right.
arrangement. You have the popping of the corn. You have the smooth and richness of the lobster. Really nicely done here.
Thank you.
And a great
Thank you.
concept. So I've been asking all the chefs here. So when everybody that was here tonight shows up at your place tomorrow and says, "Can we have 400 of those?" Are you going to be prepared?
No.
You're not going to be prepared?
No.
But on special request, I'm sure you would do it, right?
I would do it on special
request. So keep that one in mind.
Absolutely.
Call her up tomorrow. Order 400 of them.
Great, thanks.
She wasn't really saying thanks, but thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Knock it out of the park.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. We're here with Chef Dwayne from the Rock Tie with a beautiful dish for the Clawdown competition of 2014. Chef Dwayne, look at this, what you got here. Tell us a little bit about your dish here. It's a popover?
It is a lobster popover accompanied with a cognac blueberry jam and a mussolini sauce, and it's garnished with baked cheese and chives.
Well, I think you have a bunch of textures going on
Yeah.
here. So this is something that's traditional at the restaurant,
It
the
is.
popovers, and as part of the breakfast service or dinner service? For dinner service?
Yes, we actually use popovers for dinner instead of dinner rolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you get to make how many a day?
200 at least.
200 a day.
Yeah.
See, this is not all glamour. There's production involved in this business. So what we have here is the traditional popover with going with a completely savory filling in here.
Yes.
And where did your inspiration for this particular thing come from with the cognac and the blueberries? It's unusual.
It's the main thing, and I thought that I would just do blueberries and popovers from Rock Tide,
Right.
which has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much Rock Tide actually inspired me to do the popover bites.
Very nice. So I've been asking all the chefs, like, is this going to be on your menu tomorrow? Give it a shot.
If we win tonight, then yes.
You might have to if
Yeah.
you win tonight. Well, it is a beautiful dish, and the judges will be tasting this. You know, you got to envy the judges that they're getting to do
So
all
much.
this. But it's hard work, you know, but
Yes.
it's good work if you can get it, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you brought your crew here tonight. Your
Yes.
table is absolutely beautiful, part of a wonderful early fall, late summer evening. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate your attending.
Thanks for
And maybe
having
I'll
me.
see you in Portland if
All
you
right.
win the one tonight.
Right.
Thank you
No.
very much.
Thanks for having me.
And here we are with Chef Mitch from the Lobster Dock. I have to say, though, I think you have the most interesting pair of pants on in the whole place. Would you mind turning around and showing the camera here? Look at this. We have seafood everywhere on this guy.
It's a seafood restaurant.
It's a seafood restaurant.
It's a festival about seafood, right?
Yeah. And you're showing off some of your fine craft today. Tell us about, you have multi-components on this dish. Tell me what's going on here.
Well, we want to start with the smoked lobster. We have applewood that we smoke in-house, the claws, and then we use knuckle meat inside of the phyllo pastry, and it has bacon, it has blue cheese crumbles, Maytag blue cheese, plus our own blue cheese dressing.
Oh, nice.
And it's all melted together, and it comes out a red, white, and blue bite. I kind of created it back for 4th of July, the Boothbay Harbor anniversary, 250th, and the Boothbay Harbor 250th.
Oh, really?
So red's the bacon, blue's the blue cheese, and white's the lobster.
And there you have it.
And on the very bottom of the cup is actually a grilled Asian pear.
Oh, very nice.
Just a little bit.
For a little sweetness at the finish.
Correct, a little extra crunch. And then in front we have a shaved Brussels sprout salad with some pecorino romano, garlic, olive oil, lemon zest.
Oh, nice.
And then on the side, for dessert, mini whoopie pie, chocolate chip whoopie pie. You make full-size ones in the restaurant.
Oh,
every
that's
day.
cheating throwing that in there.
It's a
Come
dish.
on there.
It's all visual.
It's all visual. It's a
It's all
beautiful
visual.
dish. So when you're doing this kind of thing at the restaurant, do you do stuff like this at the restaurant?
I do for special menus we have. We'll have like a tasting menu. Some will say, I want to have 10 people. We'll do it on a Sunday night when it's slower. We'll come in at
Oh, right.
8 o'clock. And
There is
we'll-
a slower time in August? I wasn't sure if
No,
there
we don't
actually-
do it in August.
Okay, there you go. We thought we'd check on that one. Really beautiful stuff. So you'll do these kind of things as special events, and I really think you're cheating with the whoopie pie, throwing a little whoopie pie on there. I mean, you're hitting them right where
You'll have to try one.
Oh my God, I'm doing it. I've been eyeballing these things. Okay, we got this right here. Okay, you win.
It doesn't suck.
No, it does not suck at all.
But we use the smoker for is we smoke our prime rib Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in the summer. It's garlic infused. It goes in the smoker 11 in the morning. Doesn't come out till 5 in the afternoon. So it sits there and it rests. All the juices, when you cut into it, are right back in the meat.
Oh, fabulous. And interesting that I've never seen anybody do a smoked lobster before. So are you smoking it from raw claw?
No, I actually par-cooked them, and then they went in for a short amount of time with some applewood.
And applewood, a real clean fire you're doing with
that's
these ones, right?
Very, very low. It's actually cold smoke.
Cold smoke, yep, okay. And direct, very nice. A beautiful dish. Definitely different ideas. And that whoopie pie thing, oh, you got something on there. That might tip this guy right over the top to see him in Portland at the Lobster Chef competition at the Harvest on the Harbor 2014 here at the Clawdown. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Here we are at One-A-Waff with a very unique presentation for the Lobster Clawdown in Boothbay Harbor 2014. What have you got going on here?
Well, we decided to go with lobster ice cream.
Okay.
I think it was a little bit of a challenge. At first we thought we'd go sweet with it, but then we decided to go with a savory ice cream. So what we're doing is creating a layer of flavors.
And what is that?
That is brown butter.
Okay.
Then we are putting our bite.
And that's a waffle. For those that can't see that, that is a waffle.
This is a crisp Belgian waffle. It's a Brussels style waffle, so it's not sweet.
When you said Brussels in the description, I thought like Brussels sprouts? No, that must mean Brussels as in Belgium.
Correct, you got it. Then we're putting a scoop of a very savory, creamy ice cream base. It has a lot of butter, egg yolk, salt and pepper, lemon zest.
So this is really just all the flavors that you love. It just happens to be really cold.
Right.
And then it melts in your mouth,
Right, and then you have the hotness of the waffle because we're heating that up. Then we made a maple syrup caviar.
So did you use agar or something
I did,
to
agar.
Yep. So this is like this is cutting edge culinary stuff here, like making
It was
caviars
my
out of
first-
stuff.
Right, and it was my first foray into molecular gastronomy. I didn't know what I was in for. It took a lot of time. And then a crispy pea shoot.
Look at that. And look how quick that was and how beautiful that is. You know, I bet the judges are going to love this. Do you think there's something, what is so unique about this one that you think it's going to make you win, besides your charming personality?
Well, clearly I'm charming, but I think doing a savory dish like this, but doing ice cream is sort of bold in itself because it's hard to pair lobster with dessert. And we did do it, but it's not your typical sweet dessert. We've got a little hint of sweetness with maple caviar, the sweetness of the lobster, and then lots of the butter flavors with the ice cream.
And what is this granular
Oh,
substance
and
we put on at the finish
This
here?
is a roasted pumpkin seed.
And you ground them?
We ground it up. It's got a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, a little sugar, a little cayenne pepper, just to give it a little kick.
So not only is this interesting and unique, it's also quite healthy. You have great ingredients here. And you have local lobster, local
It's all
maple.
local, right.
Pumpkin seeds are maybe,
Well, I got it at the health food store.
well, that's buy local. Just a beautiful dish here. So when you're looking at your competitors out here and your colleagues from the area here, what do you think your chances are this evening?
To be honest, I think everybody showed up to win, and I hope we have a chance. And I definitely think we're more creative than some other people who went with more traditional lobster dishes. But the judges know best, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, there's also a people's choice too. So you have both of those kind of things. You have people's with their familiarity, or they want something a little adventurous.
Right.
But you have elements of both here.
And this is what we do with our business. We do Belgian waffle and ice cream sundae, and then so we're sort of recreating our experience that you get when you're at our shop.
And you have a website for your business?
We do.
And what it's called?
It's oneawaff.com.
Oneawaff.com. There it is. You guys can check it out anytime. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Somebody now. I guess we have to go to the end of the line.
So here we are, we're at the 3rd annual Boothbay Harbor Region Chamber of Commerce Clawdown Chef's Lobster Bite Competition. Thank you everybody for coming out tonight. And how's everybody doing? Everybody looks great tonight. Thank you for coming to East Boothbay, Maine. My name is Jim Chaosis. I'm the Boothbay Town Manager and President of the Boothbay Harbor Region Chamber of Commerce this year. The Clawdown has become our signature culinary fundraiser. And tonight, 450 pounds of shark Maine lobster was handcrafted just for you by 18 talented chefs. Absolutely. Thank you to the chefs. The overall Clawdown mission is to help our local and regional lobstermen and our local businesses while also promoting the Maine lobster industry. And obviously tonight you can see we're doing just that. Everybody is out here to eat lobster. It's fantastic. And we've sold out the Clawdown for the 3rd consecutive year. It's becoming the thing to do at this time of year, every single year in Boothbay, Maine. But we couldn't have done it without the help of our fantastic 18 chefs and the restaurant owners. Please, let's hear a lot of noise for our 18 chefs and the restaurant owners. I need to thank the sponsors of our fantastic program. We can't do it without them. Please thank our sponsors. You're going to see that their names are all over the materials that are here tonight, and they absolutely make this happen. And now I need to introduce you to our host, who's going to speak to you tonight much more eloquent than I do. He is the 2012 Lobster Chef of the Year, 2013 Harvest on the Harbor Best Farms to Table Chef, and he's the owner of the famous Cafe Miranda restaurant in Rockland and Headacre Farms, Mr. Terry Altiero.
Well, thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. I want to welcome you all to the Clawdown, the 3rd consecutive one, sold out. Look at what you got going on here. I don't know how many of you have tasted any of the bites yet. There's great bites. As Jim mentioned, I own Cafe Miranda in Rockland, and I'm very pleased and honored to be your host and master of ceremonies tonight. And I want to hear some feedback from you guys when I'm walking around the room. I appreciate it. We're going to have, this is a fun-filled evening. You have 18 restaurants, not only the chefs, but their crews, their owners, their families, everybody's out here. Now look closely at these guys when you see them, and these girls. They're shaking, they're sweating, they want your vote. And don't forget to vote. You must vote by 8 o'clock. On my right, in the front of the building, right past where you got your tickets when you came in, is where you put your vote in those buckets that are labeled with both a name and a number of your restaurants. Clawdown raffle tickets. Hey, everybody paying attention here? Raffle tickets. You need to get your raffle tickets.
Okay, thank you. This is the winning ticket, ladies and gentlemen. You'll want to get your picture with Crusher because he's around here, and get your selfie with Crusher as well. And we'll have some more prizes coming up in just a moment.
We're going to have a little chat with our judges here and find out what they're up to and their impressions of the taste, so you can see if you agree with any of the particular judges, you might have a preview to what might be the winner. And here we go. Let's talk to Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I see you have your Lobster Institute.
Flying the colors, yes.
There it is. And so you're pushing the company there. That's great. So you have a new book out.
Yes, I do.
And the Lobster, it's a history of culture, conservation, and commerce. And this goes back quite a few years, right? The lobster industry in the state. Would you tell us a couple of things about that?
Sure. In my book, I traced the history of lobstering from the first recorded lobster catch in 1605.
1605?
1605.
Were they
Captain
hungry?
Weymouth came over from England, and they gaffed 30 lobsters, great and good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I take you all the way up through the present day, and it's really a behind-the-scenes look. It's not really about lobster fishing per se, but it's about the industry and the culture that has evolved as the fishery has grown.
And a key piece of the Maine economy. I mean, what is a percentage of tourism dollars or other industries, Maine lobster is quite significant, is it not?
It's very significant. It's actually, if you look at the landings alone, it's over $300 million worth of landings in Maine. But if you look at the whole economic impact, you really have to multiply that anywhere between 3 to 5 times. So we're looking at a multi-billion-dollar industry.
So when you're talking, when everybody's talking about local this and local food and local that, sometimes the ocean is ignored when they're talking about local food. They're thinking something comes out of the ground or a four-hoofed animal. And when we talk about local, lobster is the local food, and it's been for many, many years.
Absolutely. Actually, I said the first recorded catch was in 1605, but the Native Americans, of course, were harvesting lobsters well before then. And how local it is, really 90% of the lobsters caught in the United States are caught right here in Maine.
No kidding. So we are the lobster capital of the world, pretty much.
Well, Canada's given us a run for our money, but we're neck and neck.
Neck and neck, we're going to keep doing it. So when you're sitting here at this competition and you had to struggle, as we all have, I hope, through 18 fabulous fights in so many different things. When you look at the history of it, to think that there'd be something here with coconut milk and mangoes, it must be mind-boggling when you look at the history to see where this product has gone and really how versatile it is.
Absolutely.
Can you speak to the versatility a little bit?
Well, I'd say it's only the last decade or two that you started to see lobster used as an ingredient, not just a steamed lobster at the lobster bay.
Right.
And now it's just taken off. And a large part of that is due to the fact that we can process lobster so easily now.
Right.
There's cryogenic freezing and the nitrogen steamers and all of these advances in technology I talk about in my book.
In the book, buy the book, buy the book, gotta buy the book. What's the name of that book again?
It's a history of the Maine lobster industry.
Did anybody out there repeat that? Somebody say the history of the Maine lobster industry? Yeah, everybody got that? Get that book.
Conservation and Commerce.
And where would you buy that book?
You can buy it at a lot of the local bookstores.
Yep.
You can get it directly through the Lobster Institute,
Yep.
lobsterinstitute.org, and you can get it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. And if you come tomorrow, I'm doing a reading through the Boothbay Library. There's a luncheon tomorrow. You can come to learn a little bit more about the book and have a chance to talk.
Wow, can you get an autograph?
Absolutely.
Get an autograph book right there. And by the way, I have to give my own selfish plug here. I have a cookbook coming out too.
Excellent.
Adventures in Comfort Food. And actually the dish that won us the Harvest on the Harbor competition last year was called Farm Ocean Tree, which also highlights a lot of the local products. Local kale from our farm, apples from Sewell Orchard, and of course clams and then pork belly from Terra Optima Farm. So the local thing is about all of it. It's about your fish, it's about your shoes, it's about your hardware. Don't just put your money where your mouth is, put it where it is, where everything is.
And a lot of the chefs out here are really grabbing hold of that concept, and
right.
It's been a tough choice.
Well, when I look at how the lobster industry impacts my business, and I run a restaurant, you would think that, how does that impact it? Well, the money that comes into this state from that, and is in local business and circulates, you said, 3, 4, 5 times, that's a huge difference from a number of other products. So it is the best white meat.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
How about a round of applause for Kathy? Don't forget to buy her book, The Maine Lobster Industry, A History of Culture, Conservation, and Commerce. That'll give you the whole background of how we all are here today. How about that? And I'd like to welcome Chris Papagani. Are we fellow Goombas here or what?
Paisans.
Paisans. We're a couple of Goombas here on the stage. Oh my God, how about that? Well, Chris, here you are at the Clawdown. Give us some thoughts on your tasting around the, you've had so much experience the world over, world respected, your Culinary Institute is fabulous. Tell me a little bit about your experience.
Well, a little different. I grew up in an Italian home. We had lobster one way, lobster oregano.
Okay.
My father would stab it in the head and cut it down the center.
Oh yeah.
Little oregano and garlic and olive oil. So I didn't know any other way to eat it until I came to Maine, and now I've had it today 18 different ways, and it was fabulous.
Wow, that's nice.
Great experience. A little bloodshed in the judge's chamber.
Oh my God, what happened?
I changed my clothes, but it was a mess.
Oh my God, it was vicious. The voting was vicious.
And you know,
I won't tell you which one was special stuff.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
It got ugly. I'll leave it at that.
Well, you know, as the song goes, it's nice working. If you can get it, tell me how. So I think these guys had a very nice job today. You would think it's all easy, but really there's a lot of pressure on you guys doing this, right?
The most difficult thing I've ever done in my life, by far. Even harder than my PhD.
Really?
Absolutely.
So you're a professor of hot dogs with a PhD. Oh, well, okay, there we are. Okay. So I just wanted to clarify that one. So, you know, when you have this amount of talent in one room, really stretching your chops. These guys are really stretching, these guys and girls are stretching it out. There's a big prize, Maine Lobster Chef of the Year, that they can go compete in that. And you've been around chefs and competitions and seen the stress and how they handle it. How are these folks doing over there?
I think each one of them is incredible. There's really 8 so many great dishes, and it was hard to choose, but I've been having fun eating 2 and 3 servings as I walk around.
And you have such a svelte figure. Here you are. Look at how does he do it? Must be that European diet. He must be reading Melissa Kelly's book about the Italian diet or something like that.
No, it's Maine farm to table.
Farm to table.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about Maine is that the farm to table stuff is not so multi-generationally removed as it is in other urban areas. I think everybody here knows somebody that cans or has a garden or had a garden and puts vegetables or pickles or dilly beans or whatnot. So I think that's really, for me, when I came here, my Italian grandmother said, "Oh, Carrie, it's nothing new. It's just the way it used to be." And I was doing this in the 80s, and that's what she said. And here we are in Maine, which really takes it to heart and really executes the farm to table. And you see it in every dish out here.
In a beautiful way.
In a beautiful way. Well, Chris, thank you for being part of the drawdown. And we'll see what the folks think of your judging and see who's going to argue and who's going to agree. And the next we have Cal. Sophie.
Carrie.
Sophie Awards.
Sophie Awards.
Oh man, you're like a star. I got to hold on. I mean, really?
Okay.
14 of them?
No, I have 11.
11?
No, I have actually 24.
24? Wait,
I have 11 gold, and the rest are silver.
oh my God. I mean,
so if anybody doesn't know what they are, Sophie stands for Specialty Outstanding Food Innovation. It's with the International Fancy Food Show, which happens every year in New York.
Yep.
And it is an international competition.
and you smoked them.
I did.
You smoked them repeatedly. Like a lot of first places, a lot of seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to win, man.
Very nice.
Nice to win.
It's really nice to win for whoever wins tonight. It's really great.
So now what we want to do is talk about the raffle. The raffle. So there is a bucket around here with the raffle stuff in it.
This is the surprise raffle.
And so what's in the surprise raffle? Oh my gosh, it's a surprise.
No, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you.
Later, right?
No, right now.
Okay, here it is.
This is the surprise raffle. It is a canvas bag with a Hancock Gourmet Lobster logo.
Are you guys listening out there? Come on, listen up.
This is 2 of our logo mugs and a $100 gift card to HancockGourmetLobster.com.
And right here it is, and we can, here's the bag. For those of you that have not bought a raffle ticket, you can just start weeping right now. And Cherie, right here, has the bucket with the tickets in it, and I think Cal's going to pick it out. You're going to pick it out, so heads up here, here's the big one. You know, we have to thank all of our sponsors and the Boothbay Chamber of Commerce and Cherie for putting this together and her crew. And here's Cal with the winning ticket.
I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, should I tell you what it is?
Yeah, can you tell me what it is?
The number?
Yeah, go ahead. You can read
Okay,
it.
here we go. 0, 7, 5, 3, 2, 6, 9.
Try it again.
Where are you? Come on. Who's got that winning raffle ticket?
Who's got the winning raffle ticket?
Cal wants to hand this bag over to somebody. Let me repeat that number. As the winner out there, raise your hand, wave it around there. You're way in the back over here. Come on up. Please come up to the stage, claim your fabulous prize. $100 of Sophie
winning goods. Oh my gosh. If you guys have no idea, that's like the Academy Awards of food. I mean, this is not like small time what this girl won. It is really an amazing award, and to win that many.
Thank you.
Man, you must have something special and a great crew and a heart to pull it all off, eh?
Thank you.
That's what it takes.
It does.
Okay, here's our winners. Okay, go over there, get over there, Cal, say something to them. What's your name? Cole. And Cole is here to claim his 10 pounds of lobster. He's not going to let us keep it.
Sir, you are a winner. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, our big winner winning from here.
He's from a town called here. Oh, you mean Boothbay. Oh, there he is. So does everybody know what this award is? This is a 2-night stay at the Ocean Point Inn and Resort, plus $100 of mad money to spend on premise in the dining room to have a fantastic dinner and enjoy the benefits of what everybody else that comes here in the summer does. You can do it yourself right here. Okay, you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? I'll hold the bucket.
Drum roll.
Okay, she's shaking it up, shake it up. And
The winner of the grand prize raffle for the 3rd annual Ocean Point Inn giveaway is the 0753168.
68. 68, the last two numbers. 68. We have screaming winners in the front row. Come on up and get your prize. Thank you. And a round of applause for Ocean Point Inn and for our lucky winners. You know, I've always wanted to do a game show. Come on down! Come on up here and claim your prize.
A great prize it is.
All right. And what's your name?
Karen LaValle.
Karen, you have a nice prize here. Are you psyched about this or what?
Very. Everyone in Ohio will be jealous.
Oh, all the way from Ohio. This is definitely quite a treat. And here's the treat.
The best part about this prize is that it is valid until next September 2015. So you can come back for the 4th annual Clawdown and stay at the Ocean Point Inn. We'll be here.
And we all will be here next time. And a polite round of applause for the Ocean Point. That's screaming round of applause for the Ocean Point Inn. And you got to say, the staff that put this together, the volunteers. Let's hear it for those volunteers and the staff that put this together. Right. Then we got to say, the staffs and the chefs and the owners of the restaurants that graciously participated in this. Let's hear it for those guys. And then we have our chairman, Peter Robinson. Peter helped get the wine, a great guy. I've known him for many years. He's in the restaurant business, in the wine sales department. And then our Clawdown event manager. There she is, right there, Sherry Scott. Really made it happen. We have Jim right next to her, right here. And his chamber staff, Brooke Hubner, Michelle Davis, and intern, Constantina Rigas. Then we have our chamber board members, Lorna Weber and Sue Wood. Lorna was one of the counters, wasn't she? She's one of the counters. Yes, one of the counters. A very difficult job, fraught with anxiety, and she did a heck of a job. And Valerie Young. Both did a heck of a job doing all the tallying for these things. They're right over here. The Chef's Choice Award. Now this is a new one this year, asked for by the participants last year, so that the peers can nominate somebody who they admire for their work. And that winner today is Chef is Chef Jeremy Donovan from the Boothbay Harbor Country Club. Come on up and get your award. Your peers adore you.
Thank you, folks. I'm really happy to be here. It's the first claw down, and we did our best and came through. So thanks so much.
And get to the second runner-up, claw down, People's Choice. That's you folks. That would be the Rock Tide Inn and Chef Dwayne Whitlock. Come on up and get your award, Chef Dwayne.
Thank you very much, guys. It really means a lot. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Next one is the first runner-up claw down People's Choice Award. Anticipation to the Thistle Inn and Chef Tony Bickford. Let's have a bright round of applause and let's put a polite, let's scream for these guys. Where are you?
Thank you guys so much. I'm glad you like my food. I also want to give some credit to Ian Roman and Stacey Darling, and a lot of credit to Max Ross and Jen Ross to give me a lot of freedom to explore different flavor combinations. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, second runner-up for the Claw Down Judges' Choice Award would be Chef Eric Geringer from the Robinson's Wharf and Tubbs Pub. Chef, where are you? Let's raise your hand up there. Where are you? There he is, right over here. Who's the man? Would like to say a few words to anybody? Right here.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here and had a fun time.
And there you go. The chefs that are winning here are going to represent your restaurant in the Boothbay Harbor region at Maine's premier food and wine festival, which is the Harvest on the Harbor in Portland. And they will be competing in the Maine Lobster Chef of the Year competition for 2014. The winner of the third annual Claw Down Judges' Choice is Chef Dwayne Whitlock from the Rock Tide Inn. Yeah. He's going to Portland. He's going to the show, the big time. The winner of the third annual Claw Down People's Choice is Chef Steve Richards from the World is Mine Oyster. Come on over, Steve. And 75 votes, an overwhelming majority.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and voting. What a great time. This one goes out to Ralph Smith. He puts on 4 restaurants, a lot of money and a lot of fun. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Chef. And here's your awards.